Hey everybody, Nate Eaton here with EastIdahoNews.com on Walker Hayes' tour bus. He's about to perform in Salt Lake City. Thanks for talking with us, Walker.
Oh man, thanks for coming on my crib.
Okay, yeah, this is pretty nice.
Yeah, right.
What is it like living on a bus?
Awesome. I love sleeping on a bus. It's like a cocoon, you know, back there, our bunk. And this bus is very nice. I mean, we've been on some buses that weren't this luxurious, but we've earned this. We've worked for it for many years, and yeah, I mean, we love it. We get used to it. It's a good routine.
So you're known for songs, 90s country.
Yeah.
You Broke Up With Me.
Yes, sir.
But you've also got some really good songs that I don't know if a lot of people know about.
Yeah, okay.
Halloween.
Oh, man.
Craig.
Yeah.
Your daughter's name, The Stars.
Leela
Stars. All of those are really powerful songs. You're probably one of the greatest songwriters.
Man,
that people might not know about.
Dude, thanks for saying that.
How do you get the inspiration for these songs?
Well, the ones you named, Halloween is about my wife, Lainey, and then Craig is a real guy. I mean, that's a friend who, when Lainey and we had just had our sixth kid and we had one car, he showed up at my son Beckett's baseball game with a minivan, and his act of kindness and his unconditional love from his family really changed our life. And so I had to write a song for him. So it's all personal, especially Leela Stars. That song is about a car that I owned, and the roof fell off of it, and the way I fixed it is with some of my daughter's thumbtacks. She let us borrow some. So my songs are very quirky, but I appreciate you saying that. That I pay a lot of attention to the lyrics, and finding a home for that music, like you said, not a lot of people know those, but I think eventually as my stuff continues to succeed on radio, maybe people will dig and find that stuff. Because honestly, if you go into this crowd tonight and you say, hey, what's your favorite song? Most of them are going to say, Craig, Beckett. A lot of people love Halloween. It's actually the last song we play, and as you'll see, people will know the words.
Oh, without a doubt. And Comedian, that's another one.
Oh, thanks, man.
So my wife's here behind the camera. We had our third child in November.
Congrats.
Thank you very
awesome.
much. You also had a child in June, your seventh.
Yeah,
who
we had
passed away.
Yes, yeah, she was a stillborn, unfortunately, and my wife suffered a rare uterine rupture, and so man, that just that shocked us. Life was just great. As far as my career, it was just booming. We were so happy, and it was just tragic, man. I don't know how else to describe it, and it's a pain that we're still learning how to grieve, and Lainey and I grieve in different ways, and in a lot of ways has brought us together, thank goodness. I can see how a tragedy like that might divide a couple or a family, but thank goodness we've been communicative, and we have been surrounded by fans and friends, and the fans really kind of brought me back out here. Honestly, when that happened, this job seemed really trite and just trivial, and kind of made me look at it from afar and say, like, what matters, in life? And I figured out what matters are the people that I'm singing these songs to.
Do you think you'll write a song about that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I've worked on lyrics about it. Who knows if I'll ever put something out? I most definitely will release something if I ever feel like it can help anyone. Right now, a lot of my lyrics about it are a little bit angry, and misunderstood, and again, maybe a lot of people can relate to those emotions.
I don't know if there's been a song approaching that topic. If there has, I'm
right?
not familiar with
you're
it.
exactly right. I haven't heard it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, again, writing for me, all those songs you mentioned, they're therapeutic to write, and especially when I deal with hard times, I definitely go to the notepad with a pen and just let it all flow out. So we'll see.
You got a record deal, and then you lost a record deal, and then another one, right?
I got another one and then lost it. Yeah.
And then you got a job at Costco.
Yeah. I did not lose that job.
You did not lose your job, but you have another record deal now.
Right.
Why did you keep pushing through? I mean, why did you just not say, forget it, I'm going to work at Costco?
I don't know if there's like something missing in my brain or whatever, but I've never been afraid of a broken heart. You know what I mean? I set my goals super high, and I also fall in love with the process of things. And one thing I did when I came to Nashville is I fell in love with writing songs. And so it didn't matter, you know, if I pitched my song to you and you said it was bad, that didn't make me want to quit writing. It actually made me want to go home and write some more and write something that you would like, you know. And so I think just that core part of my personality was very helpful in this business. But then at the same time, man, I can't deny there were times where I was sitting in the Costco parking lot like Leela Stars saying, what am I doing, you know? And especially when it came to not only me, hey, if it's just me and Lainey, you know, we can live out of a box and write songs. We're happy. We don't need stuff and money. But, you know, so I began to look at my family and go, hey, how am I being a good dad by chasing my dream, or am I being kind of an irresponsible dad? And that was when the decision making became tough, like to continue to persevere. But man, thank goodness I was surrounded by people like Craig. I was surrounded by people like Lainey, my wife. I was surrounded by my kids who just, you know, every day, what'd you write today? You know, they thought everything was a hit. And so I was surrounded by great people, and I have parents that never once laughed or said, hey, what the heck are you doing? They're as crazy as I am, thank goodness. And so yeah, man, I had a lot of help, is what I'm trying to say.
And to just move to Nashville and pray and hope, that's pretty inspirational.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't know anybody. You know, Lainey and I came basically from our honeymoon, you know, and a lot of people were worried, you know, legitimately, like, hey, you sure about that, you know? And looking back, honestly, I appreciate their concern, because now that I look back 15 years, I'm like, what were we thinking?
6 kids later, too.
Yes, exactly.
Worst part of your job?
Leaving them.
Yeah.
Leaving them. You know, I missed, my son Baylor had a baseball tournament today. And so, you know, I'm waiting on Lainey to let me know, you know, what he do at bat, how did he do. And, but at the same time, I am equally grateful that they get to see a father, a figure in their house, in their family, that loves my occupation. I know that is a small percentage of people here on earth, really. Kind of like you. I mean, you have a sick job, and your kids, I mean, you may take it for granted. I do a lot that I love my job so much, but that has such a positive impact on my kids, and I can see as they're growing, they're saying, hey, I can do anything because Dad can, and we know how silly he is, you know, but he went out and did this crazy thing, so we can too.
So I've been in news 12 years, worked all over the country. It's very rare to be invited on the bus. Normally these type of interviews are, you get 2 minutes, you get 3 questions, and they're all, how do you keep your humility? I mean, how do you still be cool? You know, you don't have to do this, you don't have to talk with us.
Well, man, honestly, I think I'm just so appreciative for this, because I went so many years desiring it, you know, wanting it, and you know, I don't want to go relive those years for a second. I don't want to go work at Costco again, but I know that it's going to take a long time for me to just sit back and truly digest what's going on in there, you know, when the fans sing along and that I'm on TV, or you know what I mean? Like these will always be new to me after going through 12, 13 years of some really hard times. And so I'm grateful for those. And also, that's Brian, man. He got you on the bus. He's a tour manager, like MVP, and he takes care of us and you know, helps maintain great relationships.
You want to say hi to the camera, Brian?
Yeah, I'm about to say, give Brian.
Anything you want to say to Idaho?
I love y'all.
All right. Last question. Thanks. You've been sober?
Yeah, three years.
And you
almost
said
4.
Exercise is your vice, right?
Yeah, it's my new. You know, again, I was talking about earlier how I fall in love with the process of things, and that is one thing I want to share with people. Is I see a lot of people around saying, "Man, I want to get in shape. I want to do this," and to me, the secret was just falling in love with it. Like I wake up every day and I go, "Man, I cannot wait to get to the gym." Now, do I do some crazy CrossFit thing? No. I don't love that. I just love going to the gym, escaping, you know, working out at my own pace, and that has helped me stay addicted to something healthy. And that is what I replaced drinking with. And I didn't really do that on purpose. I just I started, you know, a few days a week, and then it turned into every day, and now it's just a part of my life, you know, it's healthy time consumption, especially on the road. You know, there's a lot of hours sometimes that you need to kill, and that's why I think a lot of artists turn to, you know, drinking or some type of substance abuse, because you just, you know, the magic happens for an hour. The rest of the job out here can get a little lonely.
Yeah. So I don't know if this question applies to you because you are so healthy. How do you like your potatoes?
I do not like potatoes. Is that a, did you, I know,
this
that's
is
like
Idaho,
Idaho,
yeah.
I know.
Okay, in your previous life, did you like potatoes?
Yes. And I will say, I do not like potatoes. I just
don't eat them.
Yeah, I try not to, because man, if I eat one fry, it's over.
Yeah.
But no, I love chips and stuff. But I've gotten into sweet potatoes.
Okay.
So you got those?
That works. And barley, but that's for beer. You don't want that.
Yeah,
anyway.
I don't do that.
Walker Hayes, everybody, go to his YouTube channel and click on some of the songs you may not have heard, because they're inspiring. Read the lyrics.
Thanks, man.
And find it, because I know that might change your life. Thanks for talking with us.
Hey, thank you so much, Nate.
I'm Nate Eaton. Thanks for watching.